Hey there everyone, it's MisterStubstep, and today I'm going to be going over these two EX battle decks and why this is the best way to get these promos into your collection. If you're like me, I am trying to collect all the Scarlet and Violet promos, even though in the past I said I wasn't going to do that, but I decided I was going to, and this is the best way to get these promos, and I'll explain why in detail later. But before I get into these, I'll have chapters down below if you want to skip around. I do have a very risky purchase that I made from TCG Player. I'm not going to show the address or anything, but let's just say I purchased a very expensive card that I needed from one of my sets. And yeah, normally when I spend this much on a card, I ensure that the listing has photos. But this one, I did not. So it's going to be super risky. Now, here's the thing. This is going to be a damaged card. Now, I don't mind creases and bends and scratching. The thing that I hate is if pieces of the card are missing, or if there's like white where like part of the card has been ripped off. That is my worst concern. So I am super terrified. I really hope this came in decent condition. I should have down below what I paid. Okay, you know what? Could have been worse. Could have been worse. I think this was the second cheapest copy on TCG Player, which actually overall the card itself is not that bad, except for up here, except for up there. There's a little crease in the bottom, and then the Shining Raichu, of course, is not in the best condition. But the card itself, the back, yes, that's definitely damaged. But you know what? Okay. Trying to find these Shining cards for under $100. I mean, now all the ones that I have left remaining, I'll probably have a photo, are a little bit cheaper. But trying to find a lot of these for less than $100 is pretty ridiculous. I try to go to my LGSs and like, hey, you have any super beat up Shining cards that you're willing to sell for under $100? And they had a Shining Raichu. It was horrible. It looked like it sat in standing water for like 5 minutes, and then somebody took it out and then dried it in the sun. And they're like, yeah, we're selling that one for $99. So honestly, I can't really complain. Obviously, this isn't the best looking stuff ever, but I have some cards from my childhood that are even worse. So, whew, okay, I can breathe a little bit. Almost getting that much closer to a Neo Destiny Master Set. Shining Raichu, welcome to the club. And I also did get my free pack from the month for GameStop, so there is that. I'll probably open this at the end, but we'll get right into these EX battle decks. So, the reason why I say that these are the best, I'll show these off really quick just so you can see the contents, deck list. There's the back. It even have some nice groovy photos and everything. This is actually pretty cool. And then the Ampharos EX battle deck. So why these are the best way to get these is currently on TCG Player at the time of filming this video, which I think today is June 5th when I'm filming this. This promo and this promo go for, I think, around like 15 bucks together, maybe $14. And then for some reason they even snuck in this Flaffy promo in this box, which goes for another $1. One of these, the retail price is like $14.99 USD. So that's like $15 already. So might as well, I went on eBay and got both of these for $15.25. So normally I wouldn't get these like full on decks because, you know, you just get a lot of extras that you probably don't need. But for this price, I mean, I can't really deny. Can't really deny it. So let's open up these EX battle decks and see if there's anything good inside. Granted, if you're wanting to get like amazing cards and amazing decks to just immediately start destroying people in the game, I would not recommend these at all. Neither of these decks are anything special. They're only honestly freaking good just to play against each other. I think they might come with some good trainer cards, but I guess we'll see with that. The Lucario EX, not bad looking. I was very surprised at the prices of these. Like normally these EX battle deck promos will go down to like a couple bucks, if that. And the fact that they're holding their value, I think it's because nobody wants to buy these. So the only way people are actually getting them to sell is by getting the, so I will give this code away, but I will keep the Ampharos, unfortunately. So if you were looking forward to that, yeah, these are rules. I think I'll open one of them just so you guys can see, since this is my first of this generation opening. Got the new status condition markers, and then explain what each of them means within the game. You got the damage counters. No one ever uses these because they're super messy. Usually best to just use die. And then, yeah, shows you how to play them, hit them anywhere. And then the Ampharos, so they both come with the same one, so they could just put the same one in every single box instead of having different stuff. And then, ooh, the quick start rules. So if you want to go through really quick, and then they should have a fold-out playmat as well, which, oh, okay, that one's actually not bad. And then it shows you what you can do during your turn. That's actually kind of cool. I like that. I like that a lot. Probably wouldn't bring that to a tournament or anything, but kind of cool. Now, let's get to the good part. Oh man, I was really hoping they would have Lucario in this deck box. Now it's just like a generic deck box. Make sure there's nothing else in there. So we got a bunch of energies. Let's see if there's any good trainers. Youngsters, kind of meh. Ultra Ball is solid. Riolu is by my favorite artist, so I like that. Got Lechonk, Metatite. The Squawkabilly EX in the newest set is good, but Crydon, I mean, for a big basic, isn't the worst. If they have Annihilate in this deck, Nest Ball is solid. I mean, Switch is always a staple. Energy Retrieval is good, and now they even have Super Energy Retrieval coming out in Paldea Evolved. Cyclozar, a lot of people have been using Cyclozar for that free retreat, just an easy pivot, and it's not super, you know, squishy with 110 HP, so that can be solid too, just to have a free retreater. Yeah, there's the Annihilate. The Annihilate isn't bad. I think this is a deck exclusive non-hollow form with that Rage Fist. This attack does 70 damage for each prize card your opponent has taken. Granted, it is a stage 2, but at the end of a game, that could pretty much knock out anything. Another Nest Ball, that's solid. Nest Balls are a lot of people's go-tos nowadays. I mean, even in my deck, I play, I think, 3 Nest Balls, and I think I play 4 Ultra Balls, or maybe 3 Ultra Balls. And are those all the good trainers in here? Got Oink alone, and then another Youngster. Shoot. Yeah, a lot of these decks, like, they're already, like, shuffled to where you can just play them straight out of the box, which I find kind of cute. But yeah, now we'll get into the Ampharos. So yeah, it's crazy, the prices on these and how it's actually, like, it makes more sense just to get the decks. Because I always have just been going online, getting the promo, and going on with my life. So I've seen more people play the Ampharos EX because it's just super thick. I mean, it's a stage 2. It can kind of go with the Miraidon decks. And then if you want to just play more of the Flaffy line and everything, because you already have the Dynamo to Flaffy, why not? But only being able to do 240 damage, even if you throw a Choice Belt or some type of damage thing on there, it's only going up to 270. It's just not hitting those good numbers. You know, you at least want to hit 280, so it's kind of tough. Unless you're spreading damage counters, and then you got another big old EX. And I will be saving that code for myself. Sorry for those that really wanted the Ampharos, but figured I should at least keep one for myself out of the 2, and that's the one that I chose. Let's see if this one comes with anything good. All of this, the rest of this should be the same. Yes, okay, yeah, just wanted to make sure it wasn't. So we got a bunch of lightning energies. Got the Wattrel. This isn't the United Wings one, and the Kilowattrel. Got Mareep, which is cute. Let's see, got the Rotom. Jacques isn't bad. Ultra Ball, of course, is solid. Oh, they have the Starly line. Man, I just really like that Nest Ball artwork. Staravia. See this, they just throw this randomly in there. This one promo. Is this Flaffy even good? Discard an energy from this Pokemon. And I mean, it has a lot of HP. I mean, that's not that special, but it is Scarlet and Violet promo, 15. So that one is special, which is crazy. It's going for like $1. And you got the Miraidon, which isn't bad. Lightning Laser also does 30 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. So that can be kind of sneaky if you want to snipe. Can't really think of any. Staraptor, Tailspin Away, and Power Blast. Oh, during your opponent's next turn, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from basic Pokemon. You can put it up with the double turbo, but then it's only doing 40, so you're not really too threatening with that. But I mean, that's still kind of cool anytime you can prevent damage from basic Pokemon. So they have to force your Pokemon out of the active position to do any damage. Oh, wait, we get 2 copies of the promo? Okay. Huh. That's actually really surprising that it's only $1 then. You would think it would be way cheaper if you get 2 copies of the promo. That's actually kind of cool. Okay, so, and then it's weird that the Lucario deck doesn't come with the promo. Like, sometimes the thought process, I don't fully understand. There's that, and now we will get into this one pack, and I will slow roll it, and I can go over some talking points along the way. If that was all you wanted to see, I completely understand. I truly wish you a great week and a great day. I think this will be coming out on a Wednesday. But first off, the Home update finally came out. I haven't done anything with Home because I've only been exclusively playing Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild, Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom. I guess I'll give this code away, why not? So, yeah, I've shown the Tears of the Kingdom update. I still haven't, like, advanced to any more dungeons, but I've just been doing a lot more side stuff, so a lot of stuff getting done. I did have a job interview. It went well, but I think I kind of... Let's see, I went into the interview with certain expectations about the job, and then in the middle of the interview, those expectations were actually kind of far off, so I was kind of surprised about that. And so I was asking a few more questions, and then I think it kind of made it seem like I didn't want the job, and so they kind of moved on and said, yeah, we're going to be looking at other candidates, and I'm like, yeah, I guess I can kind of understand that. I think all of my qualifications were there, but I think, obviously, with, you know, some of the jobs, you can be a lot more picky, and you're going to want somebody that, you know, immediately wants the job off the get-go. And I did a lot of research, but for the job itself, I was under the impression that I was only going to be traveling like, you know, for example, 1 week out of the month, but it was actually you're home for 1 week and then the other 3 weeks you're away. So that was just kind of, if I knew that ahead of time, I probably could have, you know, done some expectation management, but because I didn't know that, it definitely threw me off in the interview. Hey, another Ultra Ball, let's go. Let's see, Black Mirror. I don't know if you've ever watched Black Mirror. A lot of people like to call it the modern day Twilight Zone. It's very thought-provoking, can sometimes even be terrifying, but it's coming out with its newest season and a lot of familiar characters. I know Aaron Paul from Breaking Bad, the one girl, I don't know her actual name, but Alexis from Schitt's Creek. There's a lot of familiar face going on there, and yeah, I'm really excited for this next season. The last season was okay, but I'm really excited for this new season. Let me know if you've ever watched any Black Mirror. Super thought-provoking show. I'll probably show some pictures of the target stock that I saw. Got the Mesagoza. It's a good stadium card to play when you just don't know what stadium cards to use in your deck, and that is actually a decent artwork of Mesagoza. My goodness. But, you know, you have a chance of getting any Pokemon from your deck. Hey, another Graveyard. This is the third one of these I pulled. And it doesn't really get old, because you got the Drifloon, Gengar, Ghastly, Shuppet, Banette, Ditto. Yeah, there is a lot of cameos in this card if you're one of those collectors. And the Indeedee to finish it up. And we have that final code. But yeah, let me know how you guys have been doing. I also got another container from Target for my final Elite Trainer box that needed protection. I'm probably going to need another one when my Paldea Evolved pre-order comes in. I also got some more binder pages since I'm now, you know, just doing a regular, not complete set, but just keeping track of a set of Paldea Evolved since I did that pre-release opening. I sold my first card, I sold my first Yu-Gi-Oh card on TCG Player, which is kind of crazy. I only have like a dozen Yu-Gi-Oh cards listed from those like miscellaneous openings that I've done. So that was kind of cool. And then also the regionals in Milwaukee just completed this past weekend. And the finals was Lost Box versus Gardevoir EX. And let's just say I'm very happy with the outcome. And yeah, it's kind of cool. The two decks that everyone talks about is so big. They haven't really won anything, at least on this side. And then, you know, one of them finally won. So that was kind of cool. So please let me know what you have going on. I know this video was kind of long for the amount of stuff that I was actually showing off. I'm thankful. This could have been a lot worse. I was taking a huge gamble on this card. I mean, this is obviously rough, but overall, I mean, the bends and everything are pretty minor, so I'm very content to put that into my binder. Whew, dodged a bullet. And then let me know if you plan on collecting Scarlet Violet promos. It's crazy that this is the cheapest way. I imagine down the line when, you know, attentions are moved to something else, like the prices of these, of course, will drop. But then if you're also trying to like just keep up pace with everything, because if you get behind, then you're like, oh shoot, I'm 50 promos behind now. So yeah, that's all I have for this video. Thanks again so much for watching, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.